All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Game number 2. Lizard has a special message for you from the sponsors.
Yeah, welcome everyone to the Loot.BET / DOTA 2 tournament for $25,000.
Oh yeah!
If you want, you can go to the Loot.BET website and enter the special code LEAGUE for 200. 200 what?
200 euros. So you can double
200
your first
euros.
deposit for up to 200 euros. So you need to put money in,
Wow.
and they'll double it.
Also, if you get big levels, high levels, you can get good, great, amazing cosmetics too. So, what are you waiting for? Go right now and sign up.
Have you no shame, Lizard?
Was that good? Was
That was
good?
good, but very cringy at the same time. So
Yeah.
it'll probably get a stamp of approval from the LOOT.BET people if they ever watch this.
Loot.BET. If you need someone to sponsor, I'm streaming as well. I never reject money, and I'm ready to sell out my stream.
Evidently.
Yeah.
So LOOT.BET, of course, title sponsor here of this particular tournament, putting in a lot of money into the scene. And, well, the Dire, Uvayeni, they're not quite tagged up properly just yet, so that's a bit unfortunate. But it is what it is. They lost game number 1 up against Nemiga. Now they're up against the Ogre Magi together with the Dark Willow. They got themselves a Crystal Maiden and Nyx Assassin, so a lot of supports already picked up in the first phase.
I'm just trying to Google something.
10 seconds remaining.
I believe Uvagenie means something like, I'm not certain, but I think something like respect. You know, like my respect.
Yeah, I think so.
What do you mean you think so? You have no clue?
I'm pretty sure I looked that up at some point.
Really?
That sounds about right, yeah.
Alright, yeah, so, yeah, that's it. Anyways, Uvagenie is the way you pronounce it, I believe. That's how you should pronounce it. But you know what? Just pronounce it any way you want to. Like, who cares? Like, you think they pronounce every English word properly? No, they don't. So, like, no one cares.
As long as
No one
everyone
cares.
knows what we're talking
No
about.
one cares.
That's all
World
that
is
matters,
dark.
you know?
We're all gonna die.
I mean, it's the point of language is communication, right? So if it's clear what you're talking about, communication has been achieved, the point has been achieved, and then it doesn't matter if it's 100% correct.
Sometimes I think words have no meaning. Like, if we were making just some sounds, you know, it would be the same. We're fooling ourselves. Words do not exist. We understand each other perfectly by the way we move and the way we act during talking. And words in one country, you think like one country, it's just because we have the same movements of our faces and some expressions. That's what matters. That's all, man. Trust me. I've studied this.
Okay. It's certainly a huge part of communication.
Anyway, what do you
it's not
think?
just
Who
the words.
are the good guys and the bad guys in this game?
It's a good question. I mean, I'm a fan of Ogre Magi, so
As a good
he's
guy?
a good guy, yeah.
Really?
I mean, he's like the big dumb idiot, right? He can't be bad.
So he's neutral.
He's neutral good.
I mean, Ancient Apparition looks like some mastermind that's going to make Dark Willow and Ogre Magi bad.
Yeah, but so does Nyx Assassin. Like Nyx Assassin
Nah, Nyx
looks
Assassin
like
is just a bug. Come on.
No, he looks like an
He's-
evil warrior bug, you know? Like one of the monsters in an RPG.
Nah, he's just like, look, I hate mosquitoes. That's what I wanted to say. I don't hate all bugs. And some bugs are nice. Like spiders. Spiders are nice. They kill mosquitoes. I love spiders.
Okay. I like spiders unless they're like crawling in my face, like up in my vision.
Dude, like,
If they don't show themselves, they can exist for all I care.
Now, listen, like, I get it now. Like, Nemiga Gaming, they're the evil ones. Ancient Apparition, he's got his squad.
Alright.
They're preparing to take over the world. While you see, like, Crystal Maiden is like that female character, like female hero of the movie. Nyx Assassin and Darkseer, they're like, Darkseer is that super brainiac guy, you
He's
know,
the
like
wise old man.
he's the wise old man, and Nyx
Yeah.
Assassin is some ancient creature that knows some secrets. He's very mysterious, but is willing to help, even though he scares the living shit out of everyone.
Okay, that sounds fun. I can go with that.
Yeah.
I would make Ogre Magi though, the kind of dumb guy that doesn't really know what he's doing, and he doesn't understand that he's lining himself with the bad guys.
Yeah.
So it's just
He's
being
not
used.
necessarily
It's being
evil. He's
exploited.
just being used. Yeah, exactly. By Ancient. Look at Ancient's face, man. Like when you see that face, you know he's evil. Like it's over. He's very mad. He's very angry. He's very angry because of global warming
Well,
and Trump.
he doesn't have a nose
He
or
hates
mouth,
Trump.
so it might be a little bit hard to emote. But then again,
You
you can
can s-
emote with
but
just the eyes, right? I mean,
Just the eyes are
or just
enough.
one eye. If you think of Portal 2 of these cubes, right?
Yeah.
They specifically designed it the way it looks, like so that he can express this emotion. Like they did some crazy research into that.
Yeah.
Can you hear about that if you play the developer commentary version and whatnot? It's pretty cool.
I played the
How do
normal
you play
one.
Portal 2 again?
And Portal 2, yeah.
That's a good game.
Kunkka picked up. Alright, you can't run away. No more got to go fast
10
because he's gonna
seconds
X-mark
remaining.
you and bring you back. So
5
easy.
seconds remaining.
Sounds good.
And on the other side, what do we have? We have something that's going to be good versus Kunkka. So that's going to be Monkey King. Here we go. 5,
Are you okay?
4, 3, 2,
Radiant
1.
team
Monkey King. Oh god damn it! It's a Razor.
Well,
Never
Monkey
mind.
King's
He
looking a
also
little bit different than than I remember. Was there a new patch or something? I don't know.
you know, he found. This is Razor. Shut up. It's all right. Like Razor versus Kunkka also works. So it's another way of dealing with him. Or what you can also do is you can just
10 seconds remaining.
you could you can't really safely in the
5
Kunkka. You can't
seconds
dodge
remaining.
Razor. But you need to if you're an Amiga. I think you need to dodge the Razor. You don't want to send Kunkka versus him. You could send
Dire team
you're in a
down.
bad spot if you're an Amiga. You do have last pick though, so that gives you some flexibility. It gives you some flex.
But have we talked about which one of these heroes is going to be a core? Is this going to be a core ogre or
Dire
Willow
team
or
down.
ancient apparition? Mid
Yeah,
AA
good
TI1
point. Good
flashbacks?
point. Mid A versus Razor, I don't like it. A overall on mid, it's played, but it's good versus some heroes, like versus Huskars versus Morphlings. But I mean, overall in the game, it's good. But
Yeah.
in this game, I don't think it's very good to put A mid. But then
10
again,
seconds remaining.
it's a good point that you just made. Maybe
5
they could do
seconds
something like
remaining.
that. Maybe they could put even like Kunkka on the chosen one. Cheshire Cat definitely played a lot of Kunkka on support as well, on offlane as
Yeah.
well. So they can do the same on Amiga. Put Kunkka on
Radiant
some
team
side lane.
Sand stands ready.
Slark has been banned out. Yeah, the last ban Slark makes Sven such a good pick instantly.
Yeah.
That's what I said in the last game too. You know, it's a problem. If you leave this Sven in the pool and Slark is banned out, Sven, there aren't many counters to him. Like, yeah, his win rate did go from 60 to like 30%
10
or something
seconds
recently,
remaining.
but still, that's because Slark was being picked a lot, and
Yeah.
Omni Knight and
5
OD.
seconds remaining.
Actually, OD for Nemiga perhaps. Razor OD, it's a skill based matchup. Like it
Yeah.
depends. Like, and
You
then
can
you could put the
imprison,
Kunkka.
but you can still get a decent static link off because of turn rates and whatnot. So it's, yeah.
Let's see what they
can go
go
both
for.
ways.
Anti mage.
Choose
Oh, it's
your
A mid. It's A mid, I think. It's Zitrax mid
Shows one
AM.
ogre magi, Fervini. No, it's an offlane ogre.
Yeah. So
that was
offlane
the other thing.
ogre.
That used to be played quite a bit actually.
So basically, why I'm saying AM mid is because AM mid is very good with Razor. He links you, you just link out, and then you can put the Kunkka on the safe lane with Fervian. You can have Ogre plus Astral on the off lane, and Zitrax mid. I believe. I mean, I'm not certain. I won't say for sure that this is going to be an AM mid because AM is also really good versus Darkseer. You could lane him versus Darkseer too and win that lane, but we'll see. We'll see if they are willing to experiment or not. But I've seen many anti-mages just crush the game after having such a good lane versus Razors.
Yeah. Huh. Certainly some interesting picks here, mostly on the side of Nemiga. I mean, for the Dire, I mean, we've seen all of these heroes around. Nyx Assassin's kind of been fallen off a little bit because people started figuring out how to play against them, but he's still pretty damn strong with the Darkseer. It's this kind of combo hero that you can put extra Iron Shells on for good damage early on in that offlane, so... Yeah, looking forward to this one. Also, this anti-mage looks scary. Still fit in with a good... yeah, why? No, that does fit in with bad guys, because we settled that the Nemiga were bad guys this time around.
Yeah, anti-mage he's bad. Come on, bar.
Yeah.
He's bad. He's always been bad. I mean, he hasn't always been bad, but he's bad enough.
Prepare for battle.
Well, he's filled with hatred for magic, right? So hatred is the path to the dark side, to be honest.
Yeah, I was thinking about the Warcraft 3 lore, but yeah, that as well. He's a yeah,
I mean, this is not Warcraft 3, this is Dota 2.
that's true. That's true.
That's a different
I still call a lot of heroes with their Warcraft names and some spells and whatnot. Like most of this stuff is still like I just played too much. I just played too much Warcraft to just forget about all of that. Warcraft 3 was my game. Feels bad, man. The Reforge is coming out. So that might be fun.
Oh yeah, right. Oh, I'm so excited for that actually.
What's
You know
happening?
when that's
Kunkka is
coming out,
mid.
actually?
Yo, you know what's the
30
play
seconds
for
to
Blizzard? Make Warcraft 3 Reforge and make Dota 3 in Warcraft.
Oh, here's
Easy.
custom games. How about you do like, I don't know, some weird new game mode like MOBAs?
Yeah. And also they need to create their own teamfight tactics or
Chess,
yeah, the auto chess.
Underlords. I mean that's a new gold mine
that's-
essentially.
that's
It
lore, that's
used to be MOBAs,
The
then at
battle
some point was
begins.
these team shooters like Overwatch.
But man,
And then it
auto
was
chess
battle
was a
royales
thing,
and
and
lots of
auto
chess.
chess was a thing in Warcraft as well. There were literally like there was dozens of maps that were very similar to auto chess. Like you would build your army and then you would just battle it out.
Yeah, it's nothing new. It's just a remix that's getting popular for one reason or another.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
at
they
the end of the day,
really did
everything is a
improve it.
remix.
They improved it on many different ways, and
Oh,
it's
yeah,
really
sure.
good. But right now, yeah, I'm surprised they didn't put AM mid. Instead, Mellow Jewel or Mellow Yule might suffer a little bit here, but we'll see. Especially now when Cook has been nerfed, Tidebringer doesn't deny anymore.
I'll help you with normal assets, but not when you're missing all your damage anyway.
Yeah.
Static Link is making things a lot
I won't
more
give them the
annoying, to
satisfaction.
say the least. Yeah, he has a Quelling Blade, he has again that bonus damage. There's some way to offset that at least. But yeah, that does leave us with Sven and Crystal Maiden up top against the core Ogre. Haven't seen
Yeah,
that
Core
one in a while.
Ogre wants to smash.
Yeah, it's gotta hit him, you know, thunk him.
Yeah.
Thunk
What
with
can this
your
Crystal
thing.
Maiden do to him? Like she's a little cute little icy girl, and this ogre is a twin-headed beast. He has his snorkeling equipment as well. Like he's such a dumbass. Actually, look at him. Like who gave him this snorkeling set? It's amazing. I love it. It's so
Really cool,
stupid.
yeah.
By the way, this build you just max out Bloodlust and you ignite them. You don't even go for stun early on. By the way, is he gonna buy Midas? Let's see some Midas. Actually, he's
Oh,
buying
I do hope
Etrance.
so. Oh,
If he's buying Etrance, I guess he will get levels in stun early on.
yeah. It's more the utility focus and way less greedy naturally. But Midas seems so good on Ogre because you get so much value out of it if you get lucky.
I love that he's intelligence-based hero as well. His primary attribute is intelligence. He's so tanky. And then you have some strength heroes that are just so weak and squishy.
But it's just the early game stats, right? He has a lot of armor, big health pool, but he doesn't have
8 armor.
he does not really scale in that department though.
8 armor
to-
level 1.
Yeah, the moment though you go towards level 6, 7, 8, around that time, he does not feel nearly as tanky as he does right now.
Yeah, that's true. Bottom lane, Cheshire Cat. Just creep skipping, doing Darkseer shenanigans, Fervian trying to deny. Does get a couple of denies, which is pretty good for him. He got like 2. So.
Big Num?
And Bignum, yeah, feeding the anti-mage. You know, like, what I like to do when I'm playing Dota is I like to feed the safe lane anti-mage. Like, that's what I like to do. That's usually the way to win Dotes.
Is that your Lizard Pro strats?
It's pro strats, man, trust me. Try it. Just feed anti-mage. It's so good. It never backfires.
Basically, the plan is to make him feel overconfident.
Exactly.
feeds
Oh,
you
Black
later.
Archangel, you shouldn't have run there, my friend. Or
Can
maybe
he
you
be
should have.
through? Yeah, there's a way through the trees, so...
Maybe
Chosen
you
one taking
should've,
quite a few
yeah.
tower shots, but he's thinking enough. He doesn't care.
Yeah, he needs to go back. Oh, actually, he doesn't have to go back with Crystal Maiden. He has the salve, but let's see if he... he uses the salve.
Yeah.
So he stays in, yeah.
one more spell to work with for the time being here. So wait for the region to kick in afterwards. But Arcane Aura, by the way, also super useful in this game for Unique. Especially considering the Darkseer down bottom. He also has the Soul Rings, so there's gonna be no shortage of mana for Iron Shells in this lane.
Yeah, it's very interesting that he didn't go for level 2 of Aura or level 2 Crystal Nova. Instead, he went for one level of Frostbite early on. Like, look at this. Why would you do that? Because right now, you can only cast one spell. And it's just not worth it. I don't agree with the build, but I mean, everyone has his life choices. I'm not gonna judge him. Something in his life brought him to this point in which he decided that that's the way to play. And you know, we all have our reasons.
Well,
Dark Widow
Astral
porting
rotating
mid.
mid. There's a bit of a
Razor.
tussle. Pikachu in a lot of trouble.
I mean, he has 28 CS and 13 denies versus 13 of Kunkka. You had to rotate these supports in. You had to do it. If you didn't do it, this Kunkka wouldn't be a hero. And right now, he's still not a hero. He's still level 4 and 3/4 versus 5.5 on Razor. Razor is still dominating him hard. So yeah.
Pikachu of the Beast. Now, well, runes, another way to try and catch up. FN. A bit of at least he couldn't secure the rune. I mean, gets cold feet. He's hitting a bit here. Nice little double stun though. And Astral kind of low, but not in any way the Crystal Main can take advantage of. FN not out of the woods yet though. He's tanky, but is he tanky enough? The Chosen One with another Fire Blast level 2, so it's a good amount of damage. Setting up for that
ward.
kill.
Good ward by Fury, and they're giving them vision on the Sven. Also, overall, it's a good ward. Showing you the lane. Usually, the one on the right is the warded, the one on the left isn't. So, yeah. Not bad, not badly played. They are managing to pressure the Sven a bit, but Razor is dominating super hard on that mid lane. Also, this AM on the bottom lane, you can see that they're playing with him, they're hunting him. But he already has his ring, so giving him that first blood was not the play. He can just do this, just joke around, get his HP back, and just do whatever. And mid lane they killed Pikachu again.
Yeah,
This
same kind
is-
of play as before. I mean, it's pretty nice to have just the axe. It's guaranteed cold feet.
This is where Razors most oftenly fail hard. You win the lane very well, like you dominate it, and then you throw everything you've gained with a couple of deaths. They needed to send supports mid to help him out a bit or something similar. You pick this Razor to dominate mid. You shouldn't be feeding with him after dominating. You're just feeding everything back away.
Oh well. Net worth wise, yeah, we're starting to see that gap close a little bit. So far, he still has that cushion. You see wherever these supports turn up right now. I mean, level 4 Dark Willow, level 3 Ancient Apparition. It's a bit of kill potential here in top as well as mid lane. Now, speaking of rotations, Bignum comes through, has follow-up stun on the Ogre to try to make a play onto the Chosen One, and kinda low. Too low as it turns out. Can't get himself out on this. Just stun hits everybody. Even though
Yeah,
blocking
Crystal
the Ancient
Maiden
nuke.
just gets that last hit with the Crystal Nova. Pretty good. They are punishing this offlane Ogre. He's not really having the best time of his life too. He's only level 5. His counterpart already 6 Cheshire Cat. Also, Zitrax is definitely a counter to Darkseer in the laning stage, but after that, Darkseer is much stronger versus AM than vice versa because of the illusion that he spawns. That illusion can just destroy AM.
It's so
If you get his
annoying.
mana off, yeah.
Can't blink, but so just almost as good. And ironically enough, Anti-Mage desperately needs mana to survive. So yeah. Bit back and forth. He's still doing his thing though. He's still trying to make his way towards that Battle Fury.
Chosen One trying to mess with them as they're taking the stacks on top lane. Doesn't get any last hits, but does steal quite a lot of experience. So that's good. They had like a 3-4 stack. Kunkka rotating top as well. He's doing a cute little play with an illusion that was sent towards the mid lane, and then he's sending to top.
Still here, guys, but yeah, it's working out. There's the boat coming in towards FN, even stuns the illusion.
Yeah, it's a cute little play.
Yeah,
People
it's
do
good,
that.
working out. Good kill on the Sven as well, just trying to slow him down.
Yeah, they are slowing down Sven. They're slowing down Razor because he was dominating. Anti-Mage on his own is doing alright. He's on top of the network this early on, which shouldn't really happen.
Yeah.
Like, this shouldn't be the case. If he gets this Battle Fury, like, he has full Perseverance and 1200 gold, man.
Pikachu here, there's a lot of damage being done, but couldn't quite get the cold feet or any follow-up. 3 points up in Fire Blast, and now with level 6 you have the multicast chance. It's pretty high right now. I mean, it got buffed at one point and went up from 60 to 75, or 70 to 75 even.
Like,
2 times.
I'm not sad. I have to say I'm disappointed that he didn't go for Midas.
This is a
Just
queued up
disappointed.
still.
Oh, there it is! He queued it! Nice.
Still thinking
Alright, I
about it.
take that back. I'm no longer sad or disappointed. He still didn't buy it though. He needs to get it first.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
We'll see if he still wants to get the Etherlands first or not.
Yeah.
Alright. But yeah, it's made shot in that buff chart. It is very crazy. I mean, he's been doing a really good job not missing out on creeps. He hasn't died. He even got the first blood, which certainly also helps us now.
just shark
It's the boat combo with the axe. The boat coming in and it'll secure that kill. Bignum next on the list. Does get the rune. Alright, that's worthwhile. Can't get the second one though. Oh, what? Ah, Citrix got it. That was scary for a second. Melojul getting out. That run buff not expiring in time for Pikachu to take advantage of here with this DD rune. Fervin also trying to TP out, but he will get 2-shot.
Yeah. Kunkka is like, come on, Fervian, get good. Like, I can TP, you can't. Like, you're not as good as me. But yeah, it's like a squishy AA, level 4. And he did buy a tome now, so things are changing a little bit. Dark Willow has his 6. Fervian needs 1 creep for 6 as well. And then suddenly you can set up anywhere on the map with Fire Blast or with both X marks the spot combo. Yeah, and Zitrax, what? He needs 200 gold and he has Battle Fury. That's like minute 12 Battle Fury.
It's pretty damn strong.
It's very strong. It's very fast. It's very good. Then again, it's anti-mage. You kill him twice and suddenly he lost. So we'll see how it goes.
Radiant's bottom tower has
So far he hasn't died, so off to a good
Dire's
start.
top tower is
Up
under
top,
attack.
if complete max out the Fire Blast, so looking for this early burst damage. I mean, if you just get a 2 times multicast, it's like what, 500 damage or so, give or take, before magic resistance. And this Victim now goes in this here. The fear goes on the
Radiant's
darks
bottom
here.
tower is under attack.
He's burning him down with the Iron Shell, but there's no focus on the Starks here with the follow-up damage. He should take out it, especially with the Axe back. The boat also connects on the Dark Willow, on Bignum.
On
The
the
Dark
Nyx,
Willow's
yeah.
ultimate still going on. So that was a lot of damage being done, but now Pikachu trying to chase them. Once again, this teleport though will be cancelled from Konka. They focus on Astral first.
Had Shadow Realm, didn't
Running
want
it
to
down.
use it. I guess he didn't have mana if he uses it, but he had sticks. Oh well, he didn't use it. That's what matters. Overall,
it's buying
Nyx,
time for
Nyx,
Melojul to just be able to walk away at least.
yeah, Nyx got clipped by the boat, and even though Dark Willow was stunned, she had her ulti up, so she just cleaned up Nyx as well.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate for the little bug.
Alright, so far the bad guys are winning.
Bad
We
guy's
said it
doing
out.
well, yeah.
Sven though, I mean, he has his own Midas going, so he's not gonna fall too far behind, I would imagine. And it's always good to have a Razor
My enemy
as your highest farmed hero on your own team at least, and not too far away from the anti-mage right now.
Yeah,
That'll
and
change, of
that's
course,
when-
once the Battle Fury gets going, which, I mean, it's online right now, so...
And
But
that's
still.
when he gets like 2 items. He can 2-shot the AM. AM has to be in front, especially now with the Battle Fury. He needs to farm up as fast as possible. He needs to make this distance. He needs to make his network distant from the Razors and Swans. Fervian speeds a little bit.
He's running down Melojul. The X didn't actually break the link, so it's a full duration, level 2 static link, 105 damage being done. You need to try and find inside the trees, and they do indeed. They don't have vacuum or anything to cancel
Oh,
the
they
TP,
get
but hey,
him.
Def is the perfect crowd control, so that'll do the trick.
They got him. Oh, that's a good kill for them. That's a killing spree as well. 322 gold going for Pikachu's Razor. This game is definitely also... it can go either way. On one side you have this AM who is a big threat later on. On the other you have the
Radiant's top
Sven.
tower is under attack.
That's building into the Echo Saber. He should have it. He could buy it very soon. Level 12 as well on him. And he had a rough start. His lane wasn't really great, but he's recovered. And he is recovering fairly well.
Yeah. Actually, the Ogre was done for behind.
Radiant's
That's
middle
the minus
tower
online
is
now,
under
though.
attack.
So
Yeah.
multicast can come in handy sooner. That'll help him catch up. It's like you have 2 or 3 Midases later once you get the extra levels. Alright, so what about this Kunkka though? Because, I mean, you did make some rotations happen, didn't really translate into a lot of net worth for him yet though.
Yeah, the Kunkai is just chilling and going for the halberd. It's an item that will help them versus the Sven quite a lot, so... The problem is...
Sven. Ooh, call wrong place, wrong time. Really, really good kill, especially with the
Okay,
Midas. Midas is passive, it's on off cooldown.
Let's see the
Game's
chosen
lost.
ones, man. Let's look at Ogre's Midas, that's what matters. Can he
Radiant's middle
multicast?
tower is under
Oh,
attack.
there
No,
are
because
no
they're the creeps,
creeps.
but they will spawn in a moment.
They will spawn, let's see. It's level 1, so only 2x multicast possible.
Radiant's
Yeah, he gets
It's
it!
a 75% chance,
Radiant's
right?
middle tower is under
Still
attack.
though, there's a 25% chance he doesn't get it, so...
Yeah, that would be
It's
more
good.
exciting,
Yeah.
because it's less likely.
But still, I'm happy that Midas worked for him. Vice. Is it tracks?
Drax gets the blink out, and there's the bow with the axe together on Pikachu! And with a follow-up burst damage, is it gonna be enough with the... Oh yeah, okay, it suddenly is Zitrax.
And can it catch Big Num as well? X marks? No, don't get him.
I think it was in range.
I think so as well, but maybe it's vision. Kunkka has really bad vision, so. And it's nighttime.
Radiant's top tower is under
Guess
attack.
that was the fact. Cheshire Cat moving towards Greaves, almost gonna get it, just needs the recipe. Has mech finished up already. Sven has that Echo Saber going towards the BKB. They need the BKB on Sven and Greaves on Darkseer, maybe even just the mech on Darkseer, and they'll look to fight them. They're being outmaneuvered here and there overall.
Structures are
Even though they
fortified.
should be the ones on the aggressive side, you know, they should be the aggressors. They're being outmaneuvered by Nemiga's playstyle. Oh, a ultimate. Oh, it doesn't connect.
That's
They could have killed him there if it connected. You know?
He on Willow
Probably
with
they
the
just died, though.
Bedlam. Yeah. Well, that was not to be.
Oh, Midas! He gets 2 again.
What a guy.
PogChamp. Chosen one.
He's
making
caught up
that
with his
Midas
own
work.
mid laner right now. Is okay. He's isolated. Misses the stun though on the ancient apparition. So he's still alive. Meanwhile, the boat catching a couple of heroes, including the Razor now. Fearing them away. They have to be running one way or the other, but there's another Zitrax in the middle of all of this here. There's vacuum into the big wall, but is the damage going to be enough? Zitrax doesn't have mana for another blink until right now. Doesn't get the kill because Astral snipes it, but hey.
How about
Better
Big
than
Num?
the
Is he
alternative.
going to be that lucky? He's trying to run away.
This time
There's
it's
the X.
Couple of right clicks after the blink and the kill. For the anti-mage. 10k net worth.
Yeah, he's
And
really doing
counting.
well on AM. I mean, that happens when a Nyx feeds him first blood for no reason. Big Num has had some curious plays in this game. Like he's had some, he's had some fails. That's it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it anymore.
Yeah.
Done. Why do you feed an AM under the tower
Dire's middle
when
tower
there's no one else around? It's a solo AM too.
Yeah,
It
Tower
happens.
aggroed him and he couldn't get out. He took too much damage. It was so
happens.
weird.
It happens. Yeah.
Anyway, it's all in the past. No use assigning blame right now. Only need to ask yourself the question: how do I actually fix this? I mean, if you can set up for some kills with the Vendetta for the Sven,
Radiant's
perhaps
top
even.
tower is under
Who's
attack.
working on BKB before any sort of blink dagger, so that's gonna be online sooner or later.
Yeah, you can definitely fix it by getting some BKB on Sven,
Radiant's
just like you
bottom
said,
tower
and
is under attack.
then rotating in with his Darkseer and Razor. But so far, every attempt, every aggressive attempt that they've had has been rebuked and just diminished by Nemiga's positioning. They've been playing much better so far when it comes to strategical approach to the game.
It's especially with the Kunga always being in the right place, right time with the boats, and
Yeah.
this early on in the game, you just can't really fight into that. Then, and on top of that, the crazy amount of magic damage that the Ogre Magi does, with the just Fire Blast maxed out.
Yeah, definitely. He has that Fire Blast maxed out and Natural Lens as well. Also, this Bloodlust. Ogre used to be picked for a year just because of Bloodlust.
Yeah.
Like, that was his strongest spell. And it's still really strong. You give that to AM, he farms faster. So, right now, they're already finding a lot of hurt out of. He has level 2 multicast. Let's see his next Midas. It's coming up in 23 seconds.
Yeah.
Let's see if he'll use it, because they're smoking up. I want to see a triple.
I think he had another 2x last time he used it.
I want to see a triple. He needs a triple.
Needs 3
Needs to get
creeps
the
as well. There are 3 creeps in this camp.
Yeah, he needs to find a cramp with 3 creeps. Cramp with 3 keeps.
Where's he
Oh
going?
no,
though?
not there. Where is he going?
There's no camp there. He can't Midas Roshan.
He's going for mid lane because there's 3 creeps there. Oh,
Oh, wow.
oh God.
That feels
Oh
bad,
God.
man.
Oh no, not. Oh my God. Chosen one. You were not chosen this time, buddy. Oh no. I destroyed that Midas. I throw it on the ground, spit on it, pee on it, and destroy it.
It's gonna die now too. Maybe. Maybe not though. Terrorize. Sends them packing. Ice Blast will miss as a result, actually. That's unfortunate. But now Bignum, he doesn't want to miss that stun. But now he's being exploded and brought down. Well, I guess he didn't miss the stun, right? Because he died before he could cast it. Ooh, the axe. Trying to search away. It's not gonna happen though.
That has to
FN
be-
with his ultimate going in and working on Zitrax. That's gonna be dead anti-mage. Unable to blink away from this one. Chosen one kind low. Gets another multicast out, so that's at least a kill. One extra kill, I should say, is Melajul with the axe back on Pikachu. He should be fine, but what cost FN securing the double kills finished off by Astral.
I mean,
Killing spree going his way too.
it's not only that he doesn't get that multicast at all on Olger. It's also that in that fight over there, Sven reveals his BKB, and more importantly, he had Invis Rune. So with that Invis Rune, he approaches the AM, uses God Strength, uses BKB, stuns him, and just cleans him up, because it was AM that blinked in. He would never blink in if he saw the Sven there.
Absolutely.
It's very unfortunate.
A lot of things adding together there to give Unique a good advantage, a unique advantage, if you will.
A unique advantage, indeed.
Very hard to replicate. Exactly like that.
Unless you're more... Oh my God, I need to stop. You need to stop. We need to stop.
Right? Unless you have hope for another.
No, unless you're
Fortuna's Ring.
morphling, that's what I wanted to say. But
Oh yeah. That also works.
I just ate my words because this is too much.
It's not even morphling in this game, right? This is
I know.
what makes it bad. Just the fact that your mind goes there when there's no morphling on the field just says a lot.
Let's see what's happening here next. AM is building towards Skadi, which is a your casual build, Battle Fury Manta Skadi.
Battlefly?
Battlefly, yeah. Battle Fury Manta Skadi is your casual build on AM, possibly Basher or Butterfly after. We'll see what he decides to go for. Most likely Butterfly. Razor is becoming stronger, has that BKB as well. I mean, he hasn't really farmed a whole lot from the last time we saw him. He did finish the BKB, which is good. He has a 10-second one.
Yep.
Sven is building into a crit, and they have smoked up. They have 2 BKBs, and with those BKBs, they can definitely take a good fight.
BKB, blink stun for the Sven. Can
Sounds
blow somebody
good.
up for sure. Maybe not the Kunka. I mean, he's pretty healthy at this point. They gotta find somebody first. And it's actually also Nemiga who... I mean, at this point they must know that something's happening. Top lane's pushing out, they have a ward in mid. Caught a glimpse
Oh, you
down
can
bottom
see-
now in Cheshire Cat actually, but that's about it.
Yeah, Darkseer does not have a TP, so he needs to surge himself to his teammates. That's the bad thing. Oh, they spotted next. They had a sentry on high ground. So they know where they are for sure, yeah.
They didn't have proper vision on high ground though.
They didn't have vision on high
Oh, was
ground,
he on
but they
low
had
ground?
sentry on high ground. And he moved on
Oh,
the stairs, yeah. So he saw him.
Oof. spooked a little bit.
might die
Okay,
here.
that was the stun follow-up, and there's the stun follow-up of
He's dead.
Sven. He's just saying that. The cleave damage on the Spike Carapace is undoing right there. And now if any has Ghost Strength going, he's walking away in the tower because why the hell not? Trying to kite him here, trying to stun him up as much as he can.
Blood
Has
does the
BKB
tower.
to fall
Come on,
back on.
Chosen
Pikachu
One.
uses his one now, stealing some damage from the Kunkka. I think they decided to walk on out of there to follow up stuns. Triple multicast on the Darkseer. Cheshire Cat is low, but not low enough to really take advantage of.
The only BKB that has been used is on Razor, and
Okay,
that Razor
Ice
is instantly punished for that.
It's actually a bit of trouble now. They just need a little bit of extra damage. You vacuum all to try and turn this around. Defend. Still his own BKB, but no Ghost Strength anymore. Multicast starting to stack up here. Another X. Ice Blast is worn off though on Razor, so he should be fine. What the hell, Astral? You just starting to Crystal Maiden? Not quite. One more actually would have been needed.
Chosen One
Managed
goes
to get
in,
it.
takes care of that Nyx Assassin, and now as they're falling back, Chosen One is trying to chase, but he can't really catch anyone. Zitrax, then again, I mean, you can say that it's not his fault because they had no detection, they needed detection there, but it is his fault. He's playing versus a Nyx, and if you don't have detection, you don't go over there to kill creeps. Even if he doesn't carapace you, he can stun you from invis, and then Sven follows up, and you're pretty much dead.
Razor being gone on Ice Blast follow. Pops a BKB though, turns us around. He stole a lot of damage from the Chosen One, so Astral looks like he's gonna fall instead.
Yeah, and they only take... well, actually, they got 2 bounty runes on top lane, so...
I think it's fine, especially with the BKB charge as well. Whittling that away fast. Probably gonna come in very handy going forward.
Yeah, 8 seconds on Razor. I don't think Sven even used it that last fight, so 9 seconds on Sven. He's been very conservative with his BKB, which is really good for him. He needs to have that BKB as long as possible during this game. Finish that crit, going towards Daedalus, and AM, yeah, you're great, you're an anti-mage, but still, boy, when that Sven gets a hold of you, you're just dying. He just cleaves right through you.
Just
needs
need
that
to kite
basher.
him. There's no other option
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah, he needs that Manta Basher, he needs some stuff, he needs his teammates to help him. Overall, Willow as well had some very curious plays in these last few fights. Not using his spells or items. Force Staff being on the whole fight on mid lane, Force Staff was off cooldown, not used once. That was also a little bit interesting. Maybe he forgot. He forgot he has it. It happens.
He does. Okay, no guy fights 2 heroes! Astro's down already, the other one a lot tankier here, backing back into the wall though, into the follow-up stun from Bignum. Pops the BKB just to be able to walk away, so they'll still have to conquer the boat buff. Something helping out, but Chosen One, what are you doing there? Stun to the face, buys back. They need all the bodies on forward, the ancient apparition dies to Pikachu.
Radiant's middle tower.
The tower will go down despite everything. Cannot necessarily transition this to the racks because that Svenhold not lasting forever, even TP back home because he was dropping kind of low, but damn!
Yeah.
They cannot afford another one of these kind of fights.
Nah, it's Nyx Assassin. He's just destroying them with Carapace. He was the one that set that fight up as well. He basically Carapaced into the Bramble Maze. They instantly jump onto the Willow afterwards because you can see her in fog as she gets hit by Spiked Carapace. And they know exactly where she is. Sven jumps in, stuns her, takes care of her. Anti-Mage wasn't even there, he couldn't be there, and it's good that he wasn't there. He needed to split push. He's getting closer to that Skadi of his.
Doing some work, Bignum. Making up for his earlier failings.
Yeah, definitely. Had some rough plays early on, but because of that, like, he's showing up right now. He's playing much better. Skadi completed on AM. No BKB on, no buyback on him though. So
It's going to be a bit of a tough game because Anti-Mage is the only one who's kind of close to the Sven, but there's no way you can take the same kind of fights. You need to be split pushing, you need to be trying to find solo pickouts or something, but Unique, they're not giving them that. They're just moving around as 5-man unit for the most part. And split push hasn't really been all that effective just yet. Haven't seen
so
much of
far
it.
it hasn't. Yeah. You do know that Razor has that Aegis, so this next fight you can plan around kiting and killing off Sven first.
Yeah.
but it's not easy. He's getting closer to level 25. Once he gets that 40 strength, man, that's going to be very difficult to play against.
Yeah.
They just need to control him somehow. That's all. They need to control Sven somehow, but it's much easier said than done. Bottom lane, easy tracks. Right, manages to get out this time.
It's really annoying. Like, because you can't really safely split push unless you have vision, and unless you can see Big Nim coming. 'Cause
It's
otherwise, yeah.
It's like split pushing versus Invis heroes is just very scary.
Yeah.
Split pushing versus Nyx, in particularly because he has multiple ways of breaking your TP or catching you.
Yeah.
But it's the same versus Bounty, versus Ricky, versus Treant as well. Like you try to split push their invis, you don't see them because you have no supports around you. You just die.
Well, results, all the lanes, or at least bottom and mid, they kind of push towards the right inside the map. Top lane, no real danger for the Dire right now to worry about. So it's a lot of map control that Unique are taking advantage of right now. It is still relatively fresh, so no big time rush to use that for high ground pushes yet. Zidrax, dangerous territory that he's sitting in right now.
He sees them at least, so that's something. Cheshire Cat, oh, does scout him. 2 bounty runes going top for Virginia Hope, and 2 bounty runes, it seems, on the bottom lane as well for them. So 4 bounty runes. That's a lot of gold that you just missed.
Yep. Well, that added into a 4k advantage. Not the biggest number for the Dire here, but it's on the right heroes, you know.
Butterfly will be completed on AM soon. That might help them out a little bit. And realistically, your best bet is to just split push as much as possible, but that's also very difficult. They're in a really bad spot right now, Nemiga. Sven is looking at AM.
I mean, right now you see the rest of the team.
Yeah, he's more like he just wants to defend this and that's it. He cleaves a couple of times, goes back into the jungle to farm. And AM, because he saw the Sven isn't really that free to split push the way he did before.
At least for Sven, if you're fast enough, you have a chance to reflect a stun and not get stunned, so you can blink away. But if you miss that, things could be dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Especially
Razor has Zags as well, by the way. It helps them push quite fast.
Yeah.
So, how is the weather in Germany?
Yesterday it was kind of raining and storming, but today it's a bit cloudy, but mostly sunny.
What's the temperature there like?
I have no idea. I don't go outside.
You don't go outside. Holy. It's 31 degrees here, it's sunny. Yeah.
Well, I'm at the coast, so it's like 20 degrees mostly.
I went to my swimming pool today, and it was filled with children and old farts, so I couldn't swim. I basically went in, showered, and went back home. Doesn't feel good, but what can you do?
Around here, just around 20-25 degree mark at most. Nice coastal climate, so not too hot. Apart from a couple
What
of
did
days.
you say, 29 or 23?
What?
How many degrees? What
20
did you
to
say?
25.
Oh, 20 to 25. Oh, that's actually quite chilly. That's chilly.
It's really comfortable.
Yeah.
It's been a few days where it's been like in the 30s, but not too many compared to Berlin. Like Berlin had like 2 weeks of heat wave.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Europe
there's
was
another. The pause is ended. There's another team fights. Not going on just yet. Here, Pikachu's just hitting towers now. FN is joining in with his own ultimate. X back around into another Q. Just trying to force it to PKB, but FN is not obliging right now. Ice Blast. Kind of connecting, I think. Yeah. Can take advantage of this here. Razor might lose the axe. Oh, might lose the Aegis. And he does with that multicast.
Yeah, but he has BKB to work with after.
Not even
So
gonna
they
try.
can't really, they can't really catch him. AM is still farming. He wants that butterfly before he fights the next fight. And he will have it. One more creep wave or two should do it.
It is. So you can do some damage, but can you find the right angle? Can you get into a fight and not immediately die?
Radiant's
We'll
top
see.
tower is
I think an
under
item that
attack.
would help him do that quite a lot is Basher, but he doesn't have it yet. He could farm for Basher as well. The problem is the fatter he gets, Sven is also fatter. Sven is 6 slotted pretty much at the moment, has everything he needs, and Zitrax can deal with him, but he needs the Basher for that. Before the Basher, they just have to rely on kiting him.
Radiant
So at least
are
it took even
scanning.
top of the net worth chart, even getting ahead of FN. Of course, he's been spending a lot of time with his team recently. And he also got rid of his Midas. There's no free money anymore for the Sven. Now smoke up though from Nemiga. Ooh, this could be something here. Bignum, that's a good catch. Start off with the stun
Definitely
on
is.
the invis, and now on to the next one. Pikachu, and they see him, but the buyback coming in. Now you have to turn around. Fervin, slowed up. Frostbite, Falstaff, wrong direction. Not ideal. Did get the Isolus out, and now the BKB from Pikachu. He's the one on the chase right now. Stealing a lot of damage from Cook, and he did somehow make it back home. As what the hell? That was a stun on Dark Willow. Tree being out now with the Shadow Realm. Not enough AoE damage to deal with that.
Yeah, Zitrax on the sidelines, just looking at the fight,
Radiant's top
deciding
tower
whether
is
to
under
join it or
attack.
not. If he gets an opportunity to jump, let's say this Crystal Maiden or Nyx again,
Radiant's top tower
sees that it's not possible and just
Mellow Jolt.
continues with pushing. Oh, Mellow.
Post BKB until just now, still taking a lot of damage from FN, but should be able to make his way back home here. Kiting around that BKB, so far so good. Anti-Mage at least creating a bit of a distraction for now. Another X. Wasn't cooldown though, but they're still casting a lot of spells here with Crystal Maiden. All of a sudden finding herself in the front lines, but now turning things around. Lures off FN. Still has an ultimate going for another couple seconds. Chosen One is dead, and with no buyback, 90 seconds on cooldown. FN, he's not done yet. Goes in for the double kill on the Duello, but now Zitrax, he has a man fight by FN. He has no mana, so he doesn't care about AM at all. Buybacks galore as it becomes available. Now that's a big hold on Sven with a stun over an anti-mage. If can they get Zitrax? No! Mana style TP out. Big stun from Astral. He gets stunned himself though. Now the ult's just to delay the inevitable. W. Oh, don't tell me he's living here. Nope. Bit of random AoE damage, finish him off with Pikachu. And is now going for a Chosen One. That's dieback here on the Ogre. He can turn around for a stun, but cannot get it on FN. It is a nice little double torrent, but where's the damage? It's not there. Zitrax has to do it somehow, but he can't stay on target. Another X. FN has a BKB to deal with that. And, oh wow, anti-mage in the back. Alright, he gets
Two
a couple.
supports. Yeah, he gets 2 supports with his Mana Void. As he
least
has that
something.
cooldown reduction talent. But that's it. He doesn't find the Razor, who was a bigger kill. And overall, big victory again for Hope or Zhenya, as they just force the buyback on Ogre. They make him buy. Yeah. But they didn't take any objectives though, so that's something for Team AM.
Yeah. 3 buybacks, but none of them was on anti-mage or the
Kunkka,
Kunkka.
yeah.
Speaking of anti-mage, you just what do you just buy? BKB straight up. With all of that money.
It's good. It's good. That's. I was thinking about Basher, but then again, BKB is going to allow him to be in the fights and just not hide. You know, like these last couple of fights, he's basically on the outskirts. He's trying to find the right moment, right time to pounce. This BKB basically allows him to pounce at any given point.
Don't care as much about Bignum, don't care about Darkseer, making illusions of you.
The only
Just made
problem with this
Frostbite.
build is he needs control. He doesn't have control of
Yeah.
his zone. He doesn't have that Basher, so his teammates need to play with him. The Bramble Maze, the Ogre stuns, the X marks the spot. They need to follow the AM to help him take down targets.
I mean they're finding these stuns every once in a while because like they're very conservative.
It's not
with
so
their
hard
BKBs,
to
they
stun
have
with
be.
an Ogre. It's
exactly.
a point and click. You just click
Exactly.
him.
So they find
Let's see
these
the Midas.
stuns
Mid,
and they're
mid,
getting
mid,
range
mid.
from it.
Oh, double Midas.
Midas, there's a boat coming through. Catches Pikachu. That's about it. They still want to take this fight. Eligible with a disarm, but having his damage range, the stun coming through. Zitrex going in now with his BKB, starting to cleave through. It's a bit of an ult, not doing too much damage on now. Fan just critting like crazy. Zitrex forced to get the hell out of there, but Pikachu still running, forcing in another blink. He has a double ult going in right now with the refresher. And looking for someone to eat through. That's the chosen one. Nice little multicast. X back into the taunt, just keeping them away. Excuse me.
Man, Sven is just a ridiculous hero. He just goes in. AM, yeah, you have your blinks and your 6 slots and you're 1k ahead, but Sven doesn't care. He just holds his ground and destroys everyone.
I think he two-shot the Kunkka.
He two-shots the Kunkka and also makes the AM run back. So overall, I like the score a lot better than AM, and that's why he's picked quite often at the moment. It was just demonstrated right there. And it's another thing though. You ban out the Slark,
fight again though.
Game is easy.
Sven doesn't have his ultimate. It gets a lot easier. Vacuum down low round, but both there to cover them. Zitrex needs to find a good target onto Fen. But what the hell, Wiz? What's going on? Kunkka still missing all of his damage. Can't actually beat its secondary damage sources. All the AM. They have the control, but he just doesn't right click for a whole lot. It just doesn't work like this.
Yeah, the BKB is not a basher. It's no damage on it, so.
And it's also
BKB is
a
great,
ton of armor on Razor. So he's having 74% physical damage resistance. You just don't do anything against
Radiant are scanning.
You do take their mana. There's that. You take their mana and you're happy with that a little bit, but overall, it's just looking like it's much harder for Nemiga to do anything in these teamfights than it is for Unique Wajenia. For them, the game is very simple. Press ulti, fight them.
Stunned off the cleave from the last creep. AM, plenty of follow stuns. Nice little fear though. But a BKB for Pikachu, he doesn't quite have enough damage to finish off Zitrex. Keeping him alive is crucial.
Yeah, FN, I don't know why you saved the BKB there.
Fervian, it's actually all dying to the AM illusion. Straight up. That's a big yikes.
Yeah, I don't know why you saved the BKB on Sven there. It's 5 seconds BKB. If he pops that BKB, AM dies 100%. He probably thought that he wouldn't need it and that he's dead anyway. Well, wasn't right, sadly. They don't get the AM, but they do get an AA. That's something. And the AM also has a rapier queued up. We are reaching desperate points, my friends.
Yeah. It's one of these things that, one of these plays that you have to make. Because they realize, like, there's no way the Kunkka can keep Razor from stealing his damage. And he's always the easier target because there's no chance of him randomly reflecting that. Like the Animate potentially could. With
if you're forced to do this, you have to realize that your lineup is lacking something. Your draft is not optimal.
They don't have damage. That's the long and short of it. They can control them up. They can live somewhat if End isn't cleaving them down, but they can't kill them.
Aegis is picked up on the Razor. Cheese is on Darkseer. Sven again has nothing, but he's just so tanky they can't kill him.
Strength does he get? 70 bonus strength. Times 20 it's a lot of health points.
Yeah.
Now they're bearing down the top lane. They have an enormous creep wave, including 2 catapults. And of course, just a single ultimate right now. Razor has a refresher if he wants it. And yeah, just single-handedly zoning him away, all the way back to the fountain. Retreat finally falls. Nice bounce coming through. Still holding up to the BKBs until just now on the Fen. Pops that just so we have to walk away, but now Zitrex comfortable going in. There it is. A little bit of damage being done, but isn't it going to be enough? Still trying to click away that ultimate, even stunning him for a second.
Man, he could have died there if Sven jumped in instantly after. Luckily for him, FN didn't react instantly.
Oh, only rain tracks for now. A couple of stuns. Zitrex, that should be a free kill on Black Archangel, but it isn't. Pops his own BKB and walks away. But Zitrex going in again. Alright, they'll finish that job, but now damage is being gained by Anti-Mage. That's one way to do it. Counterspell the damage drain now. On to the next one. You need to use this right here. The multicast over on the Darkseer. Cheshire Cat still surging away. I don't know what that was here. Cheese. I have no idea. He's running away and he should be fine, but Pikachu will die second time here. The axe onto Melojoule himself to try and stay safe. But the Brambles catch them after all. Josh again is down for the count.
Yeah, it's difficult to lose that fight, but they managed to do it.
They managed to do it.
It's difficult to lose it with Aegis Cheese and such huge advantage, but they managed to give the
Radiant's middle tower
AM
is
a
under
lot of
attack.
damage with Razor instead of taking his damage. And yeah,
That's exactly what I was talking about just a few moments ago. Don't link the anti-mage. It's never worth the risk.
and even if you do link him, he's just gonna blink out, so it
Yeah.
won't do anything. Overall, yeah, AM, he wins them that fight. And these, like, Sven is great, but eventually he falls off with this BKB 5 seconds cooldown, 5 seconds duration.
Our scan.
Then you have the Ogre to kite him, you have the Dark Willow to kite him afterwards too. Dark Willow queuing up the Hex. There is controlled from Kunkka coming in the form of Halberd too. So they have ways of dealing with FN, but then again, if FN finds the right target to just veil on, they're dead.
Well, Zitrax, he also went back for the full-on Abyssal Blade here with all of this money that he's gained. So no rapier shenanigans just yet.
Is under attack.
Found some new hope after that fight. And again, they
Oh,
didn't even
that's
lose
beautiful.
the melee
Has
racks.
fallen.
Only
Yeah,
the ranged racks.
just the ranged one, yeah. And also, they didn't take the 2 shrines on the side of Radiant. One shrine is still alive in their woods, so
Yeah.
that's something that they should have done a bit earlier too. Butterfly completed on Sven. He has no boots to work with. Same goes for AM. He finished the Abyssal, so he has no boots too.
Now my enemies pay.
Boots are just a crutch for bad players. No one needs
I mean, for Zitrax, he doesn't need them. He has Blink. Sven, on the other hand, he has 1 Blink to work with, and that's his item. He doesn't have as much mobility as AM. Let's see, maybe he can find Kunkka anyway.
Can't even
Nix.
yeah. Can't really
They did.
scale too much apart from like the moonshot and eating an eggs or something, which is kind
Yeah.
of on the fringe. This X too these
Sven-
days, and Sven still gives your ult to everyone, right? More or less.
Yeah, Sven can't scale much more from besides that axe, but Darkseer can, Nyx can, Crystal Maiden can, Razor also can sell the drums by a Hex.
Smoke on smoke action here. They just going to go straight to Black Archangel. That's a free kill, but Biglam turning this around with the Chosen One. They kind of want to be me here. BKB's back and forth. Chosen One's still pretty damn tanky, so trying to walk away. Pikachu chasing, but now no more BKB, which means he gets stunned only once. So Chosen One, he's joking and jiving Wimble. The real fight's in the back. Vacuum Wall on everybody, though. Ults back and forth. Zitrax with his own BKB. He's just man-fighting FN. He can't do that, though. Stun as the BKB ends. FN cuts him
No
down.
buyback.
He does not have buyback. Does not have enough money. Everyone else got it. And he's missing 500. There's no way get that unless someone TP bottom get these boundary runes.
Yeah, they should port on the. They should port. They have travels, right? Who has travels? Anyone? No.
No one's
No one
travels
has
there.
travels. Yeah.
Could have the X
No,
to
it's
get at
not
least one
enough.
boundary rune, but that wouldn't be enough. Yeah, okay, so I have to just try and hold. Maybe give up the Strax. Only Crystal Maiden down on the other side.
Oh,
Pikachu
he's dead.
stealing some damage. Melojoule, you cannot afford to die right here. 4-star back. So far, so good. As Sven, he's focusing on the racks. He also doesn't have his ultimate to work with, so he's not nearly as scary. Still get that one. Ice Blast over on Pikachu. That's the second ult coming in, but he's very, very low. Need a bit of right-click damage, though, which I don't have. Chosen One. All the way back home. The Axe back. Nope. The stun. One more click. He gets it.
Double kill.
The big hit. No more Ogre Magi. Pikachu with the ult. Bouncing away. The meme hammer to help with the tier 4s. And this is very much looking like GG, but they're not giving up just yet. They're out of pushing power for another 20 seconds perhaps. Pikachu still kind of low, but they still have catapults. They're clicking the Ancient, and it can't be defended without the Anti-Mage. 20 seconds seems like an eternity right now. And yeah, couple more
That's
clicks
it.
should do it. Nice little stun there,
Well
but it's not enough. GG, well played. We're going to game 3.
We're going to game 3 partly. I mean, not partly, but mostly I believe because of the draft. The way they played was good. AM had ridiculously fast Battle Fury, but it didn't matter in the end. That's when just dominated them. He had a decent time too. He actually had like Sven had a bad lane. AM had a perfect lane, and Sven still out farms him and wins. And later on in this last fight, they could have won it. They could have taken down the Sven, but sadly he doesn't blink out before the BKB is done. Gets stun locked, doesn't have buyback, and the game is over.
Yep. All right, all right. What a game. So, they strike back. We'll see if they can do it all the way with a reverse sweep, if you want to call it that. Either way, it's going to be a 2-1. We'll see if it goes the way of Nemiga, if they can rally, or whether Unique can use that momentum. We're going to take a short break, but we'll be back soon. Stay tuned.
Radiant victory.
LOOT.BET.